Phillips doing anything for you right now?
Oh hell no! There you go. Your mic is back. Oh no, man. I'm annoyed by this. I really am. That we just fully. I I texted you what I'm scared of, like them protecting it, especially in the running back room. I'm
Uh-huh.
terrified because I think we're gonna have us. I don't want to say it's gonna be something similar to last year, but like in terms of probably one guy making a roster that shouldn't made the roster last year, and we over here putting all our chips on that one guy that was on the practice squad and Dalvin Cook when you could have had somebody in here that was better. And I feel like that's gonna happen with two guys with Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. And I know people are like, oh, Lou, you being negative. It's like we're not seeing them. We're not seeing them guys. Like we need to see these guys. So
Yeah, I agree. Bro, you know me, bro. You already know how I felt about this running back room. I'm to the point now where I'm just gonna allow it to happen the way it's supposed to happen. People are gonna complain. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that. And it's just like, hey, I tried to tell y'all. I bookmarked a lot of things. I bookmarked like there are a lot of fans that think that Javonte Williams is the answer. There are a lot of fans that think that Miles Sanders is the answer. There's a lot of fans out there who think that Blue is the answer. And there are a couple fans out there right now that think Malik Davis is the answer. But in actuality, really what I saw out of the live action was that we should have done better in the running back room. We didn't try. We didn't try. No matter how bad you want to say it, we unfortunately, bro, people just gotta learn. People just gotta learn. And you would think that like hard head make a soft ass, but
right. It's I got that's why the best medicine is always pain. Pain is always the best teacher. Pain is always the best teacher.
and you
And
would have thought we'd have learned that last year. You thought we would have learned it, and we didn't. You
we did
know,
it. We just get up and do the same habit all over again. It's literally a cycle, and they are masters at it. The front office of getting us to buy into this cycle over and over again. I don't know why. These practice like people don't understand why we so angry at this. Like as a football, like as football enthusiasts, like this is so angry to look at because we're hurting our team by doing this. Like you saw it already. Okay, like okay, our receivers been whooping up on our corners. Can we take that for real? And then you see that the corners is good. Anybody who they line up out there kill our corners. The same thing can be said for the O line. The D line, we've been saying about the D line that it's not good enough, right? And they over here getting pancaked by fifth rounders and sixth rounders. But these are the guys who supposed to be giving our starting offensive line a look, right? And then our linebackers, they're going up against our running backs, and the running backs going up against the linebackers. Look, man, everyone keeps saying iron sharpens iron, but dog, if you sharpen an iron with a piece of rubber stick, you ain't getting sharper.
yeah, bro. And I know that there's a lot of fans out there that are really enamored with Phil Maffa right now. Like they saw some things in the live action, and I said to myself, I had the wide eyes too when I saw him out there. And then when I went back and looked, I was like, was I really getting excited about 2 to 3 yard carries that was carried out wide? And like, did I really just overhype it because we didn't have too much going offensively
Right.
and everything looked ugly? So something regular, like something that was regularly executed, did it look good because we just ran the ball and we didn't? So I had to really think about it. And I'm just like, I think we've been painted a picture of this team that we're just simply not. We're not a tough football team.
Mm.
We're not. We're not going to be a tough football team. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it is something you saw today where Marquise Bell just did a simple thud up, but because Mingo can't stay on his feet, now he kicked out of DB. He made the DB coach kick him out because he making the offense look soft like they are.
Right.
He making them look soft. Like he made us run. He made them run I think it was a couple weeks ago for fighting. They go out against the Rams, get their ass kicked in two live action situations where it just looked like the Rams were punching us in the mouth.
Hmm.
And we get that today. And I just have to ask myself, or I'll ask you, am I jumping the gun and saying that this is a soft football team and it's not going to get any tougher?
No, you were reading a hunch because it's like we already know the forces that's we're dealing with here, and that everybody else don't deal with. It's like he wants us to go hard, but he telling us to stop. Like it's like we're playing red light, green light without emotions in football, and you can't do that. If you want me to go and you want me to turn the switch on, we got to turn it on all the way. You can't keep telling me to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. What you're gonna do is confuse your guy. That's why we'll go into the scrimmage. We looking confused. We don't know if we should be thudding up rather than we going against somebody who in the Rams who've been doing this for years. They got a culture, they got all the stuff we need, and then they're already turned on. They ain't confused, so they're gonna come and just come hit you in the mouth. They'll come be dirty because the coach let them be dirty all in practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hmm.
So it's just when your coach don't let you go there, and then he wants you to go there during the game, you're confused.
For sure. And I think that to me, and even today, I saw it in practice today. I saw it in the clips. And it's like I told myself I wasn't gonna put too much stock in these clips, but I mean everybody's posting them. So if
Yeah,
you pop on Twitter, you're just gonna see them. I still see us playing slow and uninspired football.
yeah.
And I have to ask the question, which I keep bringing up: is Micah a distraction right now?
It's a distraction because like he's a leader and like he's like probably the most like if we was like to show a metaphorical like strings of how much he means to everybody else and seeing how much I think you could say it is a distraction like that he's not there out there with him. But then again, as a football team, we can't put our eggs all on one basket because if Micah go down, who are we still got to be able to generate, you know what I'm saying, that physicality, that enthusiasm. That's what make the Eagles so good. When
Mhm.
Jalen Hurts is down, or when Lane Johnson is down, or when Saquon is down, they still coming to punch you in the mouth. It may not be as effective, but they still gonna punch. You know what I'm saying? So I think it is a distraction in that way, that is taken away from the team, which I hate. But like it's a power dynamic. That's what it is. Like we're seeing our best leader getting disrespected by higher ups.
Yeah,
that,
for
that will
sure.
affect any working environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's almost like Mike is out there doing just enough not to get fined. You know what I'm saying? They got a problem with they even have a problem with how he's wearing his jersey or how the jersey is and all that type of stuff. Like right now, it don't look good on either side, right? It
Hmm.
don't look good on either side. My dude Henny, what's going
Shout
on,
out
Henny?
Henny, man.
Salute, Henny, salute. So it don't look good on either side. Micah looks like he's pouting out there. Like it looks like if you look in the thumbnail that I posted, he looks like he's pouting, and rightfully so. Like you damn near should have just held out.
You should have.
Damn near should have held out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because being there and being pouty, it's going to get attention every day.
yeah,
It's going to get attention every day, and then these reporters aren't going to ask the right questions. They're going to kind of beat around it, and it's hey, have negotiations or talks have talks still occurred and stuff like that. And then the questions are going to be to where Jerry can spike it home and say something more disrespectful or more dismissive. When in actuality, no comment works just fine.
hmm.
Or we're working on some things. We don't have anything new for you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have
Right.
anything new for you. No comment. Like, I mean, bro, we literally watched this team put more energy, right? This is why again, I'm with your owner. Your owner can't be your GM, dog. Your
Oh yeah,
owner cannot
oh
be
yeah,
your GM. If this was him as the owner, they had the blue carpet thing and all that type of stuff, and we had somebody else GM in this football team, have at it, sir. Have at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your legacy, and that's what you're most known for. That's when you were at your peak. Have at it. But at the same time, we got Tyler Smith's contract that need to be done.
hmm,
Deron Bland got a situation. Micah got a situation. We have a lot of holes on this team. The last time your team stepped on the field, it looked soft, it looked lost. You got a new head coach out there. As a fan, right? I don't want to see my GM not doing football related things.
Right. I mean, I feel for Micah. Like he got a good heart. This is what pisses me off about it. Like he's a good dude at the end of the day. But he was naive. At the end, keep it a being, he was just naive. Like the way I could say it is when my mama bought me my first car, and she was like, "Hey, when we go to this dealership, don't make no expressions. Don't make no sudden movements. Don't let them know how you feel and everything like that. We may get almost to a deal, and I may walk out. And when I walk out, you get up and you walk out, and we're gonna go to the next dealership. But me being naive, the first thing all I'm thinking about is me getting the car. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care
Yeah,
how we get it, but if I make a sudden move, she gonna smack me when we get back in the car. But it's like you can't do that because we're giving leverage to the seller. And that's Micah right here in the situation because all he wants to do is do his job, play the sport that he loved, that he's been playing all this time. But we got an owner who got other ambitions. He viewed this opportunity as leverage in a giant ass fun chess game. Like the reason why he probably ain't called Micah back because he's on the phone with fucking Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on the phone with HBO. He's worried about other things, and he's like, man, he probably got all his dialogue what he gonna say for the rest all the way up to week 1. Because this is a giant game to him, and this all it is a leverage, and that I hate it. Like I despise it every day I get. I'm glad Denzel went up there and said it because it's like they just be playing around, like he said, because everyone's in the Joneses' pocket, even the media, which is annoying.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I'm glad Denzel said it the way he did too. And here's the thing about Denzel saying it. Hell, Jerry gonna do to him? How you gonna check Denzel?
Right,
If we're being 100, Denzel makes more money for people than Jerry does. You get my point?
right.
Like Denzel can go out and have smash hit after smash hit in the box office, and it's gonna carry the leverage. So when a guy like Denzel says that, it's like he's not bought. He could be bought, but in this
Easily.
situation, this is just him being a fan, you know. And this is somebody that's been out to camp, took his son out there, and all that type of stuff. And I felt him when he said it. The
Oh yeah.
thing is, you shouldn't feel that. You shouldn't feel that way about your GM. You could feel that way about your owner, but that's the guy that's making the football decisions. And you know, I don't know how they do this in the next CBA, but I don't think your owner and GM should be the same person, or it could be the same person. The issue is it's only one team, so it's targeting the Cowboys specifically. But in actuality, like and how he's handling the negotiations, the ways that he does, it can't be healthy for the CBA. Can't be healthy for players. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
there has to be something there where it's just like,
You would think that, but like that's the thing. Like everyone's is in debt to the Joneses. Like how many families did he make billionaires? You know, like this is the thing we got to deal with dealing with them type of people in that type of tax bracket. Like they may view like they probably know what the Joneses playbook is. They know they're running this playbook. And I always ask this question. I ask you this question because like the Joneses have figured out the strategy. Do you think if we trade places in history with the Eagles, the Giants, do you think they become this? Like if they had the formula to just be mediocre and still bring in a top shared revenue, would they do it also?
do I they don't have a guy that can do it though. See, that's the one thing. Like Jerry,
But I'm
Jerry,
saying if they knew it, if they knew the formula, like Jerry knows the formula.
they would do it. I think
Yeah.
because you're gonna make money regardless. You ain't got to put too much in it other than say a couple things here and there. And now the thing is, nobody gonna check him because he put money in their pockets. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I mean, as a fan, We're speaking purely from fanhood and wanting to win football games, win championships. It sucks for us. It really does. You know what I'm saying? Don't suck for them because they're making money hand over fist. I saw a graphic today. Shout out to Lord Brunson because he been on our ass, bro. He been cooked. And the crazy thing is, man, every year I be wanting Brunson to just shut up. And I just be like, man, like you engagement farming for the Cowboys and this and that. Bro has not lied one time. He has not lied one time. I have agreed with Brunson this whole time. You want to know why? He got the hardware. They got the hardware, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They got the hardware. And we sat right with a straight face year after year and said, Jerry better than Howie. Y'all don't know how to draft. Y'all don't know how to put together a team. You just drafting. Y'all just drafting and putting names on your team. The best players, y'all on PFF, and y'all don't know who y'all getting and blah, 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 blah. And we told Eagles fans, y'all don't know football. Y'all don't even talk football. Y'all just be talking just for the hell of it.
Right.
And their team is making the football moves. They're doing all of the things that's right. And we're sitting here, and now that's us. We're not talking football. We can't talk football. We got to talk. We got to talk how our owner is disrespectful to our players, who happens to be the GM that makes the football decisions.
Right. Right.
We got to talk about a stupid ass documentary that's been flipped 8 different ways. We got to sit here and talk. Like, bro, what am I going to learn about this documentary that I didn't already know?
They squeeze in that orange is gone. Coughing. It ain't got no more juice. They squeezing that orange so they can't get no more. Like, you right. How many times you gonna tell the same damn story over and over again?
Yeah, that's like, it's like Netflix coming out with another story about the Bulls and their
Yeah.
dynasty. Like, all right, bro, ESPN already did it. They killed it. They murdered it.
Right.
Bro, we didn't watch the Herschel Walker trade. We didn't watch the
Dion.
Great Wall of Dallas. I'm sure there's NFL films that did some stuff. Like, bro, I'm not learning anything different. How about this? What are you doing now? What are you doing now that's documentary worthy? These Bamas was on All Access with Earl Spence talking the same shit when he got his
Exactly.
ass whooped by Terrence Crawford.
It's like he's frozen in time in that era. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not watching either. VI, shout out VI Cowboy. I'm not watching
yeah,
either.
yeah.
I
Matter
can't
of fact, let me
stand
hold that up there for a while. I'm not watching it either,
it.
bro.
I'm not watching it either, bro.
I'm
I
not
don't
watching
care.
it. And I get it. People are gonna watch it. Millions of people are gonna watch it. It's gonna make a lot of money. And I get it. Rightfully so. It's gonna make a lot of money. It's been marketed great. The timing in which Mike and I getting paid, I mean, I kind of think it's a coincidence in itself. Because on the red carpet, they're gonna ask all of those questions. And it's like you draw that out. That to me, that's the priority. And a priority of some shit that happened 30 years ago. Like we already knew, bro. Like, what are we doing now? Those are my questions. When is somebody gonna ask those questions, bro? Like, when is somebody gonna ask those questions? I'll tell you one person who been on their ass. He get the opportunity to ask questions, but he been cooking them. Clarence Hill, Pop
Oh
Pop,
yeah, yeah,
has been on their ass lately, and he been right. And he
right.
been right. Like, we got time to sit on the blue carpet, but we ain't got time to call Mike his agent. We ain't got time to call Trayvon in the office and let's bygones be bygones. We ain't got time to talk to Tyler Smith's people. We got time to dress up and shit though. We got time to reminisce with the old guys that come back every damn year. We got time for that.
See, and I was watching B Bird. Shout out to him. He just made a new YouTube, and he actually like said something. It's like and I think he may be right. It's like I don't think the Cowboys want to win like recently because, and I don't think the legends want us to win either. I think they do, but they don't. Because the moment we win, and shout out to B Bird, because it's right. The moment we win, we stop talking about the 90s. Like it's dead. Like if
Yeah,
we was to win tomorrow, we don't care what happened in that dynasty era. Like it's a dynasty era. It literally probably goes in the same rafters as the Super Bowls we won before then. Like like it becomes irrelevant now. It's a new thing now, and we talk about that. So I don't know if they have like a gold mine that they're trying to do. It's like they purposely trying to hold us down. It's just this is conspiracy theory talk, but the way they move and act, because the way like I like what you said with like Emmett. It's like everyone there ignores the giant elephant in the room whenever they're around it, just
yeah,
to be there. They ignore it. They purposely ignore it. Like how you were saying, like Emmett, like it's everyone. I was just seeing the Eagles creator too. He was like, bro, it's on the players. Like ignoring the fact that there's this front office constantly works to counteract what's going on. Like constantly counteracts, does actually everything in their power to counteract. Change something small as changing the music when they're trying to vibe out. People think, oh, it's just changing the music. That's a power move like that, man. That's siphoning him. Like in the game, the preseason, the way they were moving, it's like they probably made the move and sent the slip to Shadi about the change probably like 15 minutes before the game. And it probably stunned the entire team because it seemed like a very drastic move. It wasn't a move that was probably planned out. We're forgetting everything that's happening that they do to counteract, that they'll do.
man. B Savage, who got this Giants emblem, probably a Giants fan, but
Yeah.
appreciate you. Don't let Washington get a ring in the future, bro. They're close. They're close, and I thought that they were gonna fall off this year. I'm gonna actually talk some Commanders this year. Actually, too. Me and Rio are gonna do some work. I think we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
probably do a Friday show
Mhm.
together. But Washington ain't playing, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Washington is not playing. Everybody's laughing at all the old guys that they getting and all that type of stuff. Like they
No,
believe in their quarterback. They're building. They're building to try and win right now.
they
They don't.
revitalized that O line. They brought in Laramie Tunsil, drafted
Yeah,
Connerly. They moved one of their guys to guard. They're serious over there. They got Krosky Merritt, one of the running backs I was liking pretty much late in the draft because they trying to move on from Brian Robinson. Wide receivers a little bit iffy, but and then their defense, like I like the additions they got with was it Trey? No, what's the corner name? Trey Harris? No.
Trey Amos. They
Trey
got Amos.
Amos. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
We
that
liked him. We
we
liked him.
did.
A lot
We
of us liked him.
very long corner. Like they did. We knew that was gonna be a Dan Quinn guy. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. Like they may have struggled with us last year, but we do things. We be effing around. We didn't let the whole NFC East caught up. I still never forget that when we had
Well,
our foot on
we ain't
everybody's
gonna
neck.
beat them without Micah because Micah was the big was the factor in those games that we
I don't
played
know
them
if we're
and
gonna
made it
beat the
tough.
Giants without Mike. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I agree. I agree. I don't think people understand how bad we looked without Micah last year.
Yeah,
I want to say we got our asses like whooped in all them games.
we
We
got
might have.
gas because like we didn't have a constant pressure. We didn't have somebody like when Micah's on the field, all eyes are on Micah. Like they set protections off Micah. They set the passing their passing attack off Micah. And people are acting like, oh, he got to trade him. Trade him for what? I don't want to hear no trades. We have never seen a player like this ever in the Cowboys history. Ever. I'm saying it now. Like as far as talent, as far as commanding, as far as literally being a definite best player in the damn league, never seen anybody like that before. But you want to trade him and we playing around with him? For
Yeah,
what?
shout out to Mama Lou. Shout out to look.
Shout out
Hey,
mama.
shout out to Mama Lou. Yeah. Hey, wherever my dogs show up, Mama Lou. Hey, is your mom like Jaden Daniels' mom? She your handler and everything. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Football,
Hey,
cowboy. That's where I got my Cowboys fandom from. So yeah.
yeah, man. Look, unfortunately, my fandom came from Emmitt Smith. Like
Yeah.
all of my people is Commanders fans. And
Hmm.
I'm sitting here and I'm telling y'all, man, I am telling y'all, it was torture here, bro. It was torture when they beat Detroit and they beat them the way that they beat them. Because look, I was talking trash. I was like, y'all ain't gonna beat Tampa. Oh, okay, y'all better worry about next week. And when they beat Detroit the way that they beat Detroit, I was like, oh my God.
Man, the way Detroit threw that game, I'm like, bro, I wish we would. It seems like when we are not in the playoffs, we don't handle our business the first round. Everybody who move on to the second round, it just be some like 5 fumbles in a game. I wish we can get that. You know what I'm saying? But like you were saying with Emmett, I don't know. Like when were the Joneses? We gotta let the Joneses know one day we didn't fall in love with y'all when it came to this
Yeah,
team.
hey, Tuck said it, bro.
We didn't
This,
fall in.
this was
We
America's team before Jerry bought this team.
That's a quote. Like we been had the mantra. So you over here, and that's how I know you ain't serious, and you constantly want to squeeze out that juice and act like it's yours. Because even when it was winning, you was over here planning out the Netflix special in 2025. That's what you was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like we fell in love with the star. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about AT&T Stadium. I never even went. My stadium is the one they tore down in Irving. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like this it's the fandom run that deep. It runs
Yeah,
that deep.
yeah. Facts,
So
bro.
so so it's annoying that they always want to get in the way. You know, and it's, oh, it's me, man. Move the hell out the way so I can see the star.
Facts, bro. Here's the crazy thing, right? And I know that there's been a big rift between AOC, J Tuck, and the community and stuff like that. But I know that AOC says something along like where nobody's bigger than the star. I think that's something he says. And look, that applies to Jerry.
Exactly. That's the
That
thing.
applies
Certain
to
people,
you, sir. The star
people
was
don't
here before you
understand.
got here. The star,
Exactly. See, Jerry think he is a star.
and that's the thing for me where I'm like, okay, we call our guys divas. You know what I'm saying? We're so quick, our fans are so quick to call people divas. What's more diva than having a blue carpet special about some shit you did 30 years ago when your team right now needs some football action, has needed some football action for months. We just finished, we were 7-10, right? And this is another thing. This is another thing that I want to point out. Brunson was talking bad about how us Cowboy fans felt about CD and Micah being 35 and 36 on the top 100. To me, I didn't feel a way about it. We finished 7-10, y'all. We were not a good football team last year. And right now, as it looks, we don't look like a good football team. So we worried about the wrong stuff. We worried about the wrong stuff. Guess what? I think that they were way higher last year. I want to say, was Micah a top 10 player last year?
I don't pay. I stopped paying attention to that. Like I used to when they used to run the specials. That like
Yeah.
it used to be an event to watch it, but like they be playing around with the rankings now. But I think he was. I think he was because he played the full season. If he played the full season, he's guaranteed.
How did that help us? We were 7-10 last year.
And that's what we're trying to get to people. Like, and that's what we're trying to explain to our haters. People think, how y'all not winning? We be having you be having Pro Bowls and stars and at every position. How are you not winning? We're not a conducive football team. There's other things you need and on top of players. See, Jerry and them, they love the players. Probably why they draft and they value certain position groups and money the way they do. They value receiver because you know why? Because you can sell a receiver, you can sell some receiver jerseys. You know what I'm saying? They don't value D tackle. Nobody that's fat, and that's coming from a fat dude. They don't nobody buying no damn lineman jersey. The
Fact.
hell? Like no,
Unless your running back is putting up record numbers,
like
they don't give a damn about you. They don't
if
give a
you can
damn.
find a once in a lifetime Emmett, they'll value Emmett. You know what I'm saying? Well, even then, they still thought they were bigger than Emmett when Emmett was here because they didn't try to give him the money. They just disrespect certain positions. I don't know why.
Yeah, and for the life of me, right? Like Emmett even told this situation where we won the Super Bowl and they let his deal run out, but he was blackballed across the league, like like not Jimmy, but they didn't want to pick him up in Miami. Was it Miami? Was it Don Shula? Yeah, Don Shula didn't want to pick him up, and the reason he gave was crazy. Like, can you imagine if Emmett and Dan Marino was on the same team? Don Shula didn't want to get Emmett because he said with what he'd have to pay him, the other people would get jealous or something like that.
That was
Like
his reasoning.
Emmett didn't have a contract. Like everybody thinks, and when Emmett said it, I was like, damn, for real? They really let Emmett's contract expire. They let that like he had no deal. So everybody thinks it was a holdout. It wasn't a holdout. Bro had no team. And they and so when Kevin Gogan was on the when I talked with him, Mike Tagg and those guys, and Kevin Gogan was like, yeah, they telling us, it's us and this and that and blah, 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 blowing smoke up our ass. Like that came straight from Kevin Gogan's mouth, who was part of the Wall of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, bro, they were making bad decisions then. It just so happened that they saw the writing on the wall when we couldn't get no production. They're gonna see that again this year. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bro.
I don't like.
And
I don't. That's the. I'm sorry, but I know you probably get annoyed with that too. It's like they gotta feel themselves at rock bottom to know that they're at rock bottom at certain things. Like, oh, we don't need you. I guess we do need you. Why do we do that? It's like I don't one with the running back. I don't think they just value the running back position as a whole. Probably because somebody be in their ear, which I'm fighting all this offseason. I want all the smoke about how running backs at a certain age, apparently they deteriorate. Apparently you can get the production, from just anybody. I'm fighting it all offseason because that was just a blatant, lazy, intellectually lazy, putting something in a pot, just putting all running backs in a certain pot as like analysis and putting that on the entire running back position to devalue as a whole because you're not getting your ROI like you would for a receiver. I don't that I just this is why I'm all over the place, but this is why I be so angry when people just be in their ear saying dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
we can get running back production anywhere. We've been trying to find a running back for how many years now?
we've in actuality, we had one. We missed a window. We had one in Zeke. We had one in
We had a
DeMarco Murray.
tandem.
Yeah, we did. We had Zeke and Pollard, and we messed that up too.
But see,
We
we
messed
see
that
it
up.
as Zeke and Pollard. They see it as Zeke or Pollard.
There you go. There you go. Like in actuality, I was talking with my guy Elton the other day, and I think 2021, either 2021 or 2022, I think that was our window. I would say more 2021 than 2022 because you had, I think Zeke was a little fresher and Tony was just starting to come into his own. But Tony got hurt. He got hurt both years, actually. He
Right.
got hurt both years. But I think that was the last time that we really felt good about that room. And right now, it's not enough. It's not enough for now. Disclaimer, guys. I do think we're going to be able to run the ball. Lou, I'm saying this. I think we're going to be able to run the ball. I saw some positive things in the run game
Yeah.
in the preseason game.
Right.
And somebody asked this question. I think it was Sweet Zeke, where it was just like, is this all off of one preseason game? Nah, it's not. I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna tell you why. For me, I don't know about you, Lou. I'm in the DMV area. Like I'm in Virginia. So I have the privilege of watching a lot of Baltimore, like Baltimore and Washington. And I watch how Baltimore builds their team every year. Did you see Baltimore's situation the other day. Did you watch Baltimore play?
I tweeted. I said, "Hey, somebody text Steven. That's what a running back stable look like."
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Their backup running back would start here, no problem.
Yeah,
Would, would start here, no problem. Um, I got into it with somebody on Twitter about Blake Corum. And I said, and this person fought back and said Javonte Williams is better than Blake Corum. And I was like,
on what evidence? On what evidence? You haven't seen him play in 2 years.
that's an excellent point.
You
Because the
haven't.
last time
That's why I was angry. Still angry. Need to stop.
yeah.
Blood pressure going up. That he didn't
Hey,
play.
look, and when Blake Corum went out, then they had Marquez Hunter. And Marquez Hunter.
Everybody was toting that thing on you.
Yeah.
You gotta remind Cowboy Nation of the pain. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep playing them clips. When it don't matter, they was playing it. They was getting them HB dives. Everybody was toting it with just feel. When a Red Sea, I saw they was doing some of the smartest running back stuff I've ever seen anybody in our room do. And here's my thing to everybody who's defending this running back room. My question to you is, how do you know they're gonna be good? You based off practice clips? You saw how many practice clips?
I can't definitively say something that I haven't seen.
That they need to be tackling to the ground for me to see that they have some type of ability.
But they're not gonna do it. They just kicked Marquise Bell out of live drills because he put what's his name down because he couldn't stay up.
Exactly, and that's why when Schottenheimer got to the mic and said some of our best evaluation comes from practice, that's where he contradicts himself. And whenever somebody contradicts himself, they are internally corrupted. What is corrupting them? So that's why I'm telling y'all, anything in this room should be up for question, because they were sending out clips on all the D-line of certain players, and they went out and it was getting moved by fourth string offensive linemen. How can you validate anything that comes from that practice now?
Yeah.
Because we know that they're not actually going hard. We know that they worried about injuries left and right. They're trying to be physical. You know what I'm saying? And we know that there's a puppet master going on up there. So how can you the ultimate everybody who play football, if your kid play football, everything like that, we don't do no evaluation until it's in the eye in the sky. Not no eye in the sky and no damn practice either. No, game film, game reps. There's a reason why you can be out there with the damn strength and conditioning coach running all you want, but your ass can get in the game and still be out of shape, because there's a thing called in-game shape.
Yes. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Game speed is a thing, bro.
Game speed is a thing. When you're so this is the thing. Your adrenaline ain't turned on at practice because you know the extent where the play is going to end. We know we're thudding. We know we're going to this point, and we know when the game ends. When you're in a fight, see, everybody think they can fight until they get in a fight.
Yeah.
It changes. When the stakes are changed, that's the true you. That's when I can evaluate you. So as far as I'm concerned, Javonte Williams, in my opinion, is behind Malik Davis. Why? Because I ain't seen him. He's behind a Deuce Vaughn.
We didn't see Zeke last year, and Zeke should have gotten some reps.
We didn't see Dalvin Cook last year. Where did that get us? How many times are y'all gonna keep doing the same stuff over and over again?
Because the game is much faster than that patty cake practice y'all like.
And I need a baseline because you're going up against backups. I need
yeah.
So this is the thing, y'all fail to be going. We're going against backups. If y'all see Toe, that's why I'm pushing. I already got a video in the chamber now. Toe and Winfrey was getting moved by backups. What about when you're going against somebody else?
So hungry, bro. I pointed it out. I was just like, man, look how much faster they playing than us right now.
The backups are going hungrier than you.
Yeah, but look, I told my son this morning. I stand by this. It don't matter if it's my blood or not. I don't care. It could be myself. I'm gonna say it. Don't get mad. Make plays. Don't get mad. Don't be mad. Don't be in your feelings. Make plays, bro.
Make a play.
And so if there are people, look, there's 173 people here watching. Also hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button to let everybody know you're watching on Twitter or whatever. Appreciate y'all. But dog, don't get mad. Make plays. I might even put that. I might even put that on a hat, bro. I might put that on a hat
You
this
got
year.
it. Big time players make big time plays in big time situations. You got to have short memory. You want to go out there and you want to prove your worth, man. For me, man, when it's time to sit and get up to the linebacker, kill the linebacker. Kill his ass. If you want to get note, that's the only way you're gonna be able to talk to your coach. And,
Yeah,
hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all talking to a player, and y'all know I played D1. When I played football, I never won any awards in my life. I ain't never won all state, never been all district, never made no all-star team, anything like that. But guess what? When it was time to move on to the next level, whether it was middle school to high school, whether it was high school to D1, Lou gonna be on the damn field.
damn, I like it. I like it.
So you tell me how I did that shit.
I'm gonna tell you how you did it. You took practice like it was your game.
Yes. And when it was my game, I didn't take that shit for granted.
Yeah, because you was already playing at that speed.
Coach ain't gonna talk to me. Coach, he's showing the depth chart. You want to make coach move that depth chart? Do it in the game. Because that's when he can trust you.
It's ironic you say that, bro. Because I was a walk-on. I was a walk-on at Howard. I wasn't a scholarship kid. Should have been a scholarship kid. But I'm about to tell you something, and it should tell you about how serious I was about the game. And I have ex-teammates that can vouch for me. Bro, I started kick return. I got reps in the game as a walk-on, bro.
Right.
There were about 4 or 5 scholarship running backs in front of me, dog. Like, I mean, full scholarship running backs in front of me, and I got an opportunity to play. Like, I have clips out there, guys. Like if you Google me, I ain't gonna tell y'all my government, but if you know who it is, but like I'm saying, in order to do that, I had to, like, in practice, do amazing things. And I had to keep doing it, and injuries will pop up. And when I get my reps, I had to, like, bro, like, in practice, there were some guys that made NFL teams that if I'm lined up in the slot as a running back, like, I'm going to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to win.
Right.
Like, I look, bro, we talking about, I was a scat back, but I'm gonna
Right.
tell you, I can run routes. I have, bro, in college, I never lost a one-on-one.
Right.
Never.
Right.
Never. Linebacker, DB, I never. It's just not happening. If you get me in space, like, it's just not gonna happen. I'll beat somebody's ass in space right now, and I'm old, and I'm fat, and I'm out of shape.
Mentality.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a mentality. Like,
Yeah,
I was on scholarship at UAPB, and I transferred to Sam Houston as a walk-on. And they was in the, this is right before NIL. So they were starting to bring in, we had a guy from Ohio State, you know what I'm saying, getting reps with me. This is who I'm battling, people who are already there. Dog, when it was time for me to go one-on-one with my rep, I'm winning that rep. You know what I'm saying? I'm winning that rep. When it was time for me to get reps and inside run, and it's time for me to pull, I'm gonna do my technique on film, and I'm gonna get up there, and I'm gonna fold the damn linebacker or the defensive end, because I gotta do what I gotta do to move up the spots. If you want the spot that bad, you gotta be perfect. You gotta practice perfection. That's why we were so big when Shotty was speaking. See, Shotty was coming in with them trigger words. He had the motion for all the fantasy people, but he was saying competition. He was speaking to us, people who were actual walk-ons, because we know when competition truly prevails, that brings the best out of your players. See, a typical coach that has predetermined outcomes. If the Joneses were over at University of Arkansas, them scholarship players ahead of you in today's college, they'll be on the field out there fumbling the damn ball and shit, and everybody in Arkansas, what? Sweet pig, he sucked. Not knowing, no one knows about the walk-on who can do everything but better and actually contribute to this team. That's why we were mad when we found about the predetermined outcomes, because we know what competition would do to this team.
But with that being said, bro, this is the NFL, and we got too many damn walk-ons. We got too many damn walk-ons. And all that really meant for me is the fact that I'm getting snaps over scholarship kids means they needed to either give me a scholarship or y'all needed to recruit better.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying about Dallas. We got too many hopefuls. We got too many underdogs. Too many underdogs, bro. And from a sales tactic, it works. Like, love my guy. Like, and this ain't no shot at him or anything like that. This is not a shot because I wish that I had the opportunity. But like one of the fan favorites that we all love and we all respect is Jesse Holly's situation.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 1, the reality TV show. And I think that Dallas saw that, and I think that that's a story that they sell over
And
and
over.
over and over. And it's like 4 to 5 to 6 of them at one time. And it's
Right.
like nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is having so many of these. Oh, well, he worked and he got it out the mud, and he got his
The
opportunity.
hard knock storyline. Yep.
Exactly. And it's just like you can't help but wonder, like, are they just really good at doing that and going to go find these NFL walk-ons, or is what you're getting just actual like
You
trash?
just you're squeezing. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like they value ROI from player 1 to player 90, and who can further the brand. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
yeah,
that's
look,
part of it. But there's no way in no hell that a Jay Toia is supposed to be even with a Mozzie. Winfrey, you finding him whatever. Like Mozzie at this point should be head and shoulders better than these guys.
right,
And you should have brought somebody in here that could either give him a break or just be better than him. And we won't do it. We protect certain guys. And that brings me to this point right here. Right? Hoodlum said this. This team isn't DMV. This team isn't far. You get everybody healthy, add a DT, cornerback. This team can compete. So there's a couple things that's layered in here, right? Number one, team isn't far. That seems like the same thing we see every year. We say that every year. We're
yep.
not far. We're around the rim. That's what that means to me. We're around the rim. Tired of that shit. Tired of being around the rim. You get everybody healthy. You add a DT. We ain't added a real DT here since, honestly, we've lucked up in those situations. We lucked up with Jay Ratliff.
Yeah, and
And
apparently we drafted one first overall in the 90s. Yeah,
yeah. Cornerback. We knew cornerback was an issue. I think you got to add running back to this too, but you ain't gonna get nobody now. Look, as bad as we talked about it, me, you, Boss, and Henny, we watched Brees Hall. I would take Brees Hall in a heartbeat.
I was saying it. I was saying it. I said that. I was like, man, damn it, he gonna add redundancy to this damn backfield. But I would take him right now because they have deprived us that much of some damn food.
Yeah,
I'll take some crackers.
And then the last part is this team can't compete, and it's like it's the NFL. The prerequisite should be to compete. That shouldn't be rewarded.
Exactly.
That you compete.
Exactly.
What are we talking about here? Like, what are we talking about? Like, and I don't want to just like pinpoint something, but just think about it. Like the mindset that we have is if we can stay healthy and we go get these things, we can compete. Not be a contender, but compete. And that's the mindset right there that has them not willing to go out and do the things that we need to do. Like they're kind of complacent with things. And I know it's like DMV, just allow the process to play out. But it's like, guys, they're not even allowing the process to play out. They won't even put guys in. They won't even play them. We don't even know what we got. So this week, I'm hoping that we can see that.
I'm starting to believe that I don't know if we're close like that we think. I know we're a few pieces away, but we're not gonna change as a football team until we change the the foundational DNA of this team. Like, like for sure on paper, we need a DT cornerback and a running back. But if you're gonna continue to, if we get them pieces, are you gonna continue to protect guys and not allow them to actually compete and actually do like what good is that gonna do? Not to mention you still have a new coach. Like I love Shotty to death, but we just acting like getting him these new pieces, him here is still gonna like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think how they're gonna change, this is what I believe from Boss. It's up to us. We are their money. We we are who they sell it to. We got to change our expectations. I think our expectations is at around the rim. If I can culminate that, that's Dallas Cowboys expectations. The moment they get around the rim, boy, we probably $1 billion in revenue for them. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
If only if we can get the casual fans to buy in to like no change from around the rim to Super Bowl contender as team. Like no, like we expect the bare minimum because that's what the Philadelphia Eagles do. It's like, okay, yeah, we got AJ, yeah, we got Saquon, yeah, we got Jalen Hurts, yeah, we got the best offensive line and the best offensive line coach. But guess what? Get Kylie Ringo up out of there, or we ain't gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like that's the expectation you hold to that. And the greater the expectations, the greater the coach, because we want more out of you. So until we get to that point, because like you can see, and everyone was like, when we was pushing online, y'all content creators really think y'all be actually pushing stuff to the Joneses and everything like that. It's like, dog, no, we're trying to get you to buy into this one solidified voice, and you don't know basic supply and demand. So let me take you back to school to understand that we, the customer, have rule over every business in America, whether you like it or not. If we went into the store and Costco and told them to sell sweet potato pie from damn Gladys Knight, if they don't get sweet potato pie from Gladys Knight, they don't get no damn business. It's the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. It's just, we should have been put our foot down with them early on. Like, no, Jerry, you better go get back Jimmy, or you ain't gonna see a damn Cowboy fan ever again. But it's like, no, like the casual Cowboy fan, like I call them the drunk Cowboy fans. They go there to get drunk. Woo, a star. Woo, footballs in the air. We're passing the ball, playing throwback tackle. I am good. Running the ball, man, get that out of here. That's boring. You know what I'm saying? Playing, if we ain't getting sacks, we ain't playing defense. That's boring. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dog, you speaking, dog. I swear.
Because that's everybody this is why it annoys me as a football enthusiast. When somebody come out there, we have gotten defensive tackles. Mozzie ain't getting sacks, immediately turn off. You don't know football. Why we didn't get Mozzie to get snacks? That's not the only way to play defense. And then it's the same people be like, Mike is overrated. He don't get sacks in the playoffs. You dumbass. It's football and it's the playoffs and they're trying to win. Why would they sit back and let your ass come after me? The whole point of football is to make you play left-handed. I'm trying to win. That's the difference between you and me. You cheer for a team that is happy for being mediocre and they make billions of dollars and you're happy. While the Eagles, they're looking like, okay, hey, listen, Sirianni, you got 5 pass plays or we going to walk out that bitch. Because we know what's going to cripple the Cowboys right now. Run the goddamn ball.
I have a question for you, bro. Because you said something earlier, and David Scott asked this question, and I thought that it was a great question with what you said. Said, do you guys think Dallas needs new scouts?
New scouts? Oh, my God.
I think so.
Can I pick the scouts? If I can pick the scouts, sure. I don't want the Joneses to pick the scouts.
I'm over Will McClay.
I am too.
I'm over Will McClay.
I think he's too corrupted by them. That's why I'm so like. This is why I'm so like professionally brash on Twitter. I'm shooting down every little idea that can make its way to that star oval room in Cowboy Land. Because you don't understand it. And this is Stephen Jones. He'll take one little idea, and if it can make him more money by spending less money, he'll turn that small idea to a law. We're seeing it right now with defensive tackle. That's why everyone's blaming Eberflus in the scheme. No, it's not a coincidence that everybody who comes here changes their whole philosophy. Coaches coach their scheme for their entire life. If they was coaching the University of Texas and if they were coaching little old
They
bum
know the
rule,
ingredients. They know the
they
ingredients.
that's their thing. If I make my spaghetti a certain way, go give me the ingredients. If you go give me Alfredo sauce instead of marinara and asking me for spaghetti, I'm going to give you spaghetti with Alfredo sauce. And you're going to be like, well, that's not it. What did
It's
you
white
give me?
spaghetti.
It's white spaghetti. And I think that's what's happening with Eberflus. Eberflus has a scheme that he did in Chicago and Indianapolis. So I think that's why I want to change. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's been happening. We're too corrupted when how we get things. You know what I'm saying? Like how we scout. We don't scout traditionally. You know what I'm saying? So the little idea I was talking about. I think the defensive tackles in these three techs, I think it came directly from Rod Marinelli because that's what Rod Marinelli loves. And that's the story that can sell us to the average drunk Cowboys fan. Oh, Eberflus is he's a disciple of Rod Marinelli. Spoiler alert, just because somebody brought you in for a job and he was teaching you your scheme, don't mean you take his scheme and now that's your law. No, you take your scheme and you build upon it. And that's what Eberflus did. Grover Stewart, Andrew Billings. That's not what Rod Marinelli does. Running backs, I believe if somebody in a room told them about the running back. We all know the entire league bit into that running back logic. But Steven sees it cheap. He ain't gonna never change for that. You know what I'm saying? Wide receiver, I don't think they're gonna ever get cheap at wide receiver because that's one of the main positions they can actually make money back from. And offensive line. The offensive line, if they spend more money on offensive line, it gives them, it self-righteously makes them okay. I can spend less money at running back.
Yeah, we're about to throw the ball because that's where the money's going. And they don't look at it like that's just where the market is. So you do what's best for your team. They're like, we're spending the money, so that's what we need to do.
Exactly. And that's why I shoot. We gotta shoot. We gotta do, y'all, everyone who's here, we gotta help shoot down bad ideas. You gotta squash it like a bud. You gotta squash it like a bud. Squash it with facts. They don't believe in running back. Running back is not value. Show them LaDainian Thompson some film. Show them some damn Adrian Peterson film, and show them how he took the bum ass organization, from zero to nothing. You got to remind them of that.
Keystone with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. The Eagles had AJ and Smitty and still drafted 2 receivers and traded for Dotson. You do the math.
3 receivers. We're forgetting what led to the trade with AJ. Everyone forgets that. The receiver they drafted from TCU that ended up being a bust and they quickly pivoted.
Yeah. If it don't work, Philly gonna go make it happen, and they're gonna get draft picks on top of it. Like I've never seen nothing like it, bro. They get players and they keep getting picks. Like they'll trade players at the right time, and they'll just have they'll have the first round picks. It just seemed like the rich keep getting richer, and that's because homeboy's hungry. And so my whole thing about the scouts is, I think you hit the hammer on the nail. I think that they know exactly how to appeal to the office. They know how to appeal to them. They're comfortable, and there's no real originality. There's no real originality to what it is that they're doing. And so, for me, I'm over it at this point. I'm over it. Like,
yeah, because like when you an analogy I use, when you constantly getting ingredients that's against my way of doing things, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta question you. So like I was watching, I don't know who it was. Like somebody was saying like, I believe that. So it was I think I ain't gonna lie. I'm out. It was Brian Broaddus. So this is the one thing I didn't agree with Brian Broaddus with. He was saying that he believes the scouts need to scout and the coaches need to coach, and whatever player I bring to them that they use. Absolutely not.
I think they need to work together.
They need to work together. They need to work. If I am a 4-3 front, 4-3 hybrid front, okay, and I want a defensive end, we have a need for a defensive end. I have a vision. I have drills in place. I have a system in place for a specific type of defensive end, and you need to come to me and adhere to that. If I tell you I like hybrid, I like a hybrid type defensive end that can have the ability to drop. Do not go out there and get me like Um, and this is 2026 draft. I forgot the number 11 from Clemson. I'm blanking. He's one of the top players. He played defensive. Don't give me no heavy set defensive end. I'm blanking on his name. Dog. I was gonna throw a Hail Mary, but I'm blanking on his name. He's a heavy set defensive end / defensive tackle. Don't go give me that. I didn't ask for that. Why are you going to go give me that and telling me, well, you the coach him, and then we over here judging me and telling me I'm a bad coach. Dog, you didn't go get me the right ingredients from the beginning.
Yeah, that part. But yeah, bro. I could be here all night, and I can hear my little one running around upstairs, man. So I probably gotta, I just wanted to get on here and vent a little bit. I feel a little bit better, and man, I gotta get off this thing, bro. My little one's probably hungry. You know what I'm saying? I just popped on, like I really just popped on for a little bit. But Lou, man, tell the people where they can find you, bro.
Yeah,
And
man.
we got to do a continuation. Let's set a date and let's because this was impromptu. Like I saw you
Yeah,
in the chat, and then we added. But every time we've gotten together, we've done some good work. So I mean, tell the people where they can find you if they're not on your channel and stuff right now.
Man, y'all can find me at LOU Takes, LOU.takes on all social media, X, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube, man. We do this for the first blame, last congratulated.
But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. I know I had some technical difficulties and stuff a little bit earlier. Appreciate all 190 plus people. I think we got up over 200 people at a certain point. But I appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if you didn't hit it on the way out for both channels. You know what I'm saying? Lou's channel, my channel. And this might be a thing that we need to probably continue doing anyway, because we see eye to eye on a lot of the things when it comes to building a run game, building a line. And I know this year we're going to look at it and say, see, this is why we needed to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate everybody. Thank everybody for the comments, for tuning in. And, I'm going to head on out, man. I look, dad duty comes first. And,
Right.
I got my priorities straight. I ain't going to do no red carpet before I go ahead and take care at home. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, but, yeah, y'all smash that like button, man, and we out, man. Peace.